Welcome. Today is Sunday, the 21st. I got an opportunity yesterday to come up this weekend and do some camping. So I got my Suburban, uh, my bed all screwed up. I had to run into town, make a call, talk to the wife. Here at Cooper's Creek, you have no cell service, which is amazing, and I love it. But right now it's chilly, it's in the 30s. It's not going to get much warmer all day. I'm listening to some podcasts. About to make some coffee, something warm just to get me out of my head. Um, 2 days ago, on the 19th, I buried my mama, and I was supposed to go with my wife up to Biltmore in Asheville, but I'm not in a mood to be happy. And I kind of sprung it on the wife, saying I'm just not going to be a good person on this trip. And I kind of felt bad for telling her, but she was very, very understanding. So I decided just to grab this campsite. Um, I was on number four over there. Last time I was up here when Dale passed. Now I'm here celebrating my mama. Uh, I'm up here enjoying myself. Just, I know I don't gotta worry about nothing. Dad's got the kids, wife's good. Now I just gotta deal with me. And I'm usually the hardest one to deal with because I'm old and I'm set in my ways. I don't know how to deal with a lot of things. This is a new one for me. Not the camping and everything, I love that, but trying to figure out, okay, mom's dead. What do I do? How do I carry on? How do the kids carry on? 40. Part of my life forever. But I'll keep going. Alright, so I'm out here uh, doing a trip. I've been setting up for, I don't know, past like half hour. Getting ready to go into some deep meditation and, well, I'll go ahead and put it out there. Microdosing, except I'm full dosing. I'm gonna be hit a full dose. I've got several different things. I'm very experienced in this. I've been doing it a long time. My first experience was 2009. Guys, getting out of the service, PTSD is real bad. And it was just something they offered. And part of the PTSD treatment was an ayahuasca retreat and low dose psilocybin continuance. So I did that, and shortly after I got out of the service, and getting out of the service, I didn't have access anymore, but my brain was doing real well. My brain has done real well for the past couple years, and it's now 2025. Over the past few years, I have lost everything financially twice and built it back. I have lost lost my brother, my favorite uncle who was my second dad, and 2 days ago I buried my mom. I have 3 children, which are amazing. I have an amazingly supportive wife. I have my father, who has always been a blessing. And right now he's hurting. My wife's hurting. My kids are hurting. And I don't know what to do to help support them while I am in this condition as well. So, to help my PTSD, trauma, and brain fast forward through this process, I have put myself in a spot that I have no cell phone service. I have no other way than just the videos that I'm going to push record on this cell phone, which doesn't have a SIM card, so nobody else can get it. I'll post this and then I'll send it to the website because I'm going to record parts of my trip. And I'm going to trip pretty hard. I don't think I've pushed a trip this hard in several, since before me and my wife got together. So 2011, 2012. So it's been a long time. And I've almost got set up. I've got podcasts. I've got my speaker. Let's kind of run through this. So, my phone with my podcast, my Bluetooth speaker. I've got my iPad with some books. I've got another phone, which is another recorder for like this. I've got my computer and everything. I think I may pull that back here already and get set up, because I don't know if I'm going to watch a movie. Yeah, I may want to watch a movie later. So, this is kind of introductory. So, the biggest thing when you're setting out and you know you're going to set up and you're going to trip, is to ensure you have literally everything set up. Because once you get into your trip, things kind of get weird. You start forgetting where things are, what's going on. So having everything set up into a system is kind of the best way. First thing you need to be doing is hydration. Always. First thing you need to be doing is hydration. I just had a cup of coffee. I set up all my little waters over there. I've got all of this set up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I probably want to add 2 or 3 more because I've already got one open. But I'll pull out a couple of the zeros and I'll do that. My camera is over here, but I'm looking middle because that's where I'm training myself. So I need to be in this hand so it looks like I'm better. I've also got my heater, my buddy heater right there. Already got a propane tank on it. If I start getting twitchy and cold, hot hands and hand warmers are in that orange bag. All my installation layers, comfort layer, cell phone charger. I've got several of those. I'll go ahead and set up with cables. So that's the part. Well, I'm glad I'm going through this. My chair for later will go over there because I'm gonna do a fire tonight. And even that's hours away. But I've already got it set up because all I'm doing is a fire log. And I've got some eco logs. I'm not cutting wood. I'm not doing any of that. I'm about to be tripping. And hopefully I get to talk to my mama. I thought about coming out and doing it to... I can talk to Dale anytime. Uncle Dale passed away a little over a year ago. And I'm able to talk to him just getting real stoned. Get real stoned, have a good time, talk with Uncle D. Because I always had such a good connection with him. Such an easy connection with Dale. And it made life real fun. Because the man never had any real responsibilities. So it made it where that's what he did. That's him. That's Dale. I need to adjust this thing off, but I'll get camera adjustments. I think I'm gonna have 2 cameras. I may set up an action cam, just to record. But y'all getting all my information from my fucking tag. Stays in my window. I don't have a bumper yet, so yep. Here's some drinks I just pulled out of the cooler. Put them in the floorboard. It's all about making sure that you take care of your body while your brain's not attached. I know that sounds stupid, like how can your brain come detached, but that's the goal. It's kind of like astral projection, but conscious. So I'm in a safe environment. I've got a nice bathroom. If I gotta go lose everything, because sometimes you do. Also just step hurl. I really enjoyed this particular camp. It's Cooper's Creek Camp, right outside of the Suches and a whole bunch of other places. It's stuck in the middle of nowhere, in the bottom of a gully, with a wonderful river. People fly fish all year around here. I was out here a couple weeks ago with a daughter, and she now hates riding. She wants to start driving. So got Dad working on the Land Rover. Get that thing back up and running. Have 2 vehicles out here. Then I can go really test out what the bourbon can do. I'm glad I'm talkative. I haven't taken anything yet, so that usually means that I'm going to have a good trip and I'm going to be able to communicate through it. There's so much heavy weight on my brain, on me right now. I just want to let it go. And sometimes you just got to go. But I am a trained psychedelic guide. I enjoy helping others walk through this with them. Sometimes it's boring. People have just simple trips. Sometimes client tries to walk off, and that's never good. But being down here in the middle of this, when we bring clients, we put a safety up there who's our cook, and I put a safety down at the other end, and we rent this entire 6 psych area, so we can ensure our clients that even if you decide to grab your phone to shoot a video, you ain't gonna be able to send it nowhere, guys. It's all dead zone right here, and that's perfect for what we do. If you want to get over yourself and have an ego death, make sure you're ready first, because it hurts a lot. You're gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm probably gonna cry until I puke my guts out. But then hydrate. And that's all it is. Hydrate. Enjoy it. Because in the end, you signed up for it. It's what you want. And I'm here to help you. I'm Woody. I'm Andrew. I am here to let it go. And to just enjoy the hell out of myself and this cold fucking weather. It's like 35, 40 degrees. But that's my introduction. I am going to, I think now it's 11:20 in the morning, Sunday the 21st. And I will check back in with you throughout the day as things start coming in and out. It'll take probably, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes for the first dose to kick in. And then I'll be topping over as I see fit. And you get to figure it out. So, an experienced psychonaut. It's been a long time since I referred to myself in that way, but I'm a very experienced psychonaut, and I will be traveling the universe here throughout the rest of this wonderful Sunday and enjoying what there is to have. All right, so check-in time. Okay, random car time. All right, so random car. Big difference in what's happening here now. So I'm actually going to step this way. Got right now the wind's blowing, so it's up, but it's normally down. Got my 12 by 10 tarp attached to the truck with magnets and clips, so that I ain't got to tighten it nothing. Poles out to the side, give me nice open space. The wind's starting to pick up. Wow. That wind. And the tarp completely collapsed down. I just like the shade. I camp a ton in the summer, so I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this thing. Mainly, it's supposed to rain, but it ain't rain. It is 12:56. I just did a topper. I could feel first dose. It's been kicking in for probably about 5-10 minutes. It started around 12:30ish, and now it's almost 1. I just did a topper, and I knew everything was starting to kick in when the cottonmouth kicked in. When the cottonmouth kicked in and I hadn't smoked yet, that's when for my body, I know things are starting to change. So I am full vision, lucid. My lower back pain's starting to go away. My hip discomfort is different. I have nerve damage on my right hip, goes down to my, all the way down to my foot. I got run over by a truck. So I pay for getting run over by a truck by having nerve damage now. But ain't shit you can do about it. I do think I'm going to add an extra guy line to this now that I've had an actual gust. Been listening to Alex Jones. I had some people pull up. They looked like they were coming to talk to me, and then they heard the speaker playing, and Alex Jones is going off on Ben Shapiro, and it's just been hilarious. None of it matters. Everybody knows. But, yeah. So I just topped with CBD. I know it's not like pot or the other stuff, but I really enjoy CBD. And pretty much, if you can buy it at a gas station, I'm willing to give it a good A real good try. So over there's my kitchen. So stove, water, everything else is in the Ryobi box. Trash bag's hanging up. I've got a second trash bag right here that I fill up with the bottles as I go through them, and then I put them in the other one. And then all that goes into those brown things, because those are bear-proof trash cans provided by the fees we pay. This site, this area right now, especially in the winter and through the winter, it is $7. $7 a night. So I got 3 nights. Last night I came in real late, and I basically just hopped in, got it good enough to lay down, passed out probably around 11, woke up at 4, had to pee, got cold because I got out of the truck. After that, I went, I slept till 6:30, 7 o'clock, and then I packed up, ran up to town to go get cell service, to talk to my wife, because she's headed up to the Christmas display thing. I keep wanting to say Brightmoor because I hear on the radio, and that's a local hospice, but it's actually the Vanderbilt, so it's the Biltmore Christmas. It's this really beautiful thing. It should be absolutely amazing for my wife. She should have a horrid time trying to leave on Monday. She has extra experiences and extra stuff. Let's collapse that so in case that falls it doesn't break, because that's my thermal imaging phone and my backup recording device. I really like it. It's heavier than hell, and that's why it is what it, I don't really truly use it. This one, the one you're on now, is a Motorola. It replaced my wife's phone that I dropped and broke, and I really love that phone because this is my wife's, but I still have it. I'm going to see if I can get the screen repaired, and if I can, I'll end up with that one too, because I really like that one. But currently, I'm on my Moto, and it's my primary device for recording because I have to have my primary, which, yeah, follow the logic now that I'm tripping. So tripping is what I'm doing. I say tripping. So what I've truly done, I took for my body size, weight, and experience, I took a dose of psilocybin mixed with kratom, mixed with some other stuff, all mushroom based, all psychedelics, and that was dose 1. Dose 1 was the first video. Right after that, I took it, and I had a hell of a time getting it down, but I got it down, and then I started meditating, and meditation led me to a whole bunch of different organization things inside the truck, because my body and brain know what's coming. Well, my body knows what's coming because I've been through this many times. My brain is starting to let go because I've told it through my spirit, the consciousness, the Trinity, if you so say, is okay. You're letting the seal go, letting one of the locks on the chakras on the back. Kundalini teaches you have the 2 snakes that go up and down, and you have the 7 locks according to the chakras up your spine. As you go up your spine, you go into the place in the house of the Lord. When you go into the place in the house of the Lord, you take no thought, you go into the right side. And as you go into the right side, you shall talk to God. Or whoever you want to talk to. So, I am intentionally trying to break my seals and unleash the universal truths that life is going to be okay. That I can continuing on. Yeah, that'll kind of work. That I can continuing on, knowing that my mom is still there, standing with me, and that she's proud of me. And I know that even though the dementia took her consciousness and separated it from her physical form, that my mom was always proud of me. I did everything I could to make that woman proud. Because she's just like me and autistic and didn't really know how to communicate that. And it was real hard growing up. We were also extremely, extremely poor. But my parents were also extremely proud people. Which means, hell, back in the 80s and 90s, you didn't have too much public assistance if you were white. And if you were proud and you just wouldn't do it, you didn't push for it, you didn't get it. Like I remember my cousins living in a house that didn't have floors, didn't have heat, AC. It was just walls and a roof to protect you. And hell, we were like that a couple times. But there wasn't anything to come help. There wasn't anybody reaching out saying, hey, we want to give you and help you and just make it work. And my parents were married almost 40 years. 40 years together. Me and my wife, I've told her she's got 80. I'll give you 80. After that, you're going to have to sit me down. I don't know if people are ever going to see this, or because it'll be on YouTube, but it'll just be on the website or wherever I end up putting it, because it can't go public because out here high on mushrooms. This is my story. I need to be able to break, to let my emotions go, to let all the tears pour, to let my body cry, to let me truly just feel everything that's been holding up. I thank the good Lord the government taught me how. The government showed me what was going on and allowed my PTSD to break, allowed my body to put in the mental blocks to keep it from coming up and truly interfering with my day-to-day life. But as I go through these hard and troubling times of losing people and having my children grow up and go away to do their things with their lives, nobody teaches you how to deal with that type of loss. No one can tell you how you're going to react. And for people like me, and let me, because people like to blah blah blah, but that'll be fun. for people like me who are really, really self-aware. I have spent I spent years in therapy. I've spent decades talking with people trying to understand why I am this way, why everything reacts the way it does. Everybody wants a label. Yeah, we want a label so we can have a word to say when somebody says, you're acting weird. It's like, fuck you. I'm not acting weird. I'm autistic. I don't get the fucking social cues. I don't really give a damn if somebody wants to do blah, blah, blah. I would like to do my shit and tell everybody else to fuck off. Why? They're inhibiting my happiness. My thought though. The fuck ever. I'll pick it up in a minute. This rant's nice. And sometimes that's all you need to do is just rant. Sometimes all you gotta do is just be able to I hate this and I want it to change. You know why? Because that's actually how you make it happen. That's how you make change happen. Go off, tell everything to fuck off, manifest that shit, and then you carry on. Every so often you gotta accept the possibilities that life does not like you. Because you're doing your shit the wrong way. Because you're following other people. You're not taking your own power. Oh, I got a plan. I got to talk. No, you fucking don't. All you have to do is make a decision and carry on. It's the only good damn thing the Army teaches people. How to make a decision. Why? Because if you don't, you die. Every time the universe and God gives you an idea, something that is, if I just do that, it'll be great. That's better. Sometimes you're able to do it. Oh, here's an idea. You take it, you write it down, you start making a plan, and then guess what? You get in your own fucking way. You're going to be the one to take it and screw it up. Why? Because you don't like it. You can't figure it out. It's not going to make you perfect right goddamn now. Well, guess what? God doesn't want you perfect right now. God wants you perfect when your ass gets to heaven or wherever you think you're going. Because if you read all the fucking books, they all say the same thing. Try to be a good person and then go on. You'll be happy. All except fucking Islam. They say convert everybody or you'll fucking die. It's the only way to keep it going. You have to make a decision. If you refuse to make a decision, you refuse the inspiration of the Almighty, then you deserve everything in your life. I know I sure as fuck did. I made all kinds of wrong decisions. Hell, my first wife was a wrong decision. Right up until the fact I got 2 kids that I would give everything for. Those 2 kids are the only good thing that came out of that goddamn marriage. So I came out of it broker than I was when I went in. My wife is an amazing person, and I don't deserve her. I was a horrible person when we first got together because I was just out of the marriage a year, and I was still hee-haw misogynistic military bullshit. Yeah. And it took probably 2 or 3 years for my wife to get me to understand that she is not my enemy. And those aren't like 2 or 3 years like recent. My wife is not my enemy. My wife has never been my enemy. She wants nothing more than the best for me and my kids and for the prosperity of our family. My daughter doesn't understand that sometimes, but I really do. And I've been trying everything the past few years. Just to let her do her thing. Let her be her. I think she's finally stepping into it. I need hydration. And I need to fix my tire. I'm so glad ain't a whole bunch of people ever gonna see
this operation to go through.
Alright, so that's a book I'm learning. It just popped up as part of a podcast. So I took you off the stand, I got you in my hand. The camera's not on that side, so I really don't know what's happening right now. But it is now 1:45. I have taken dose 2. I just got it down. Dose 1 has officially been in. It's working its course. I've got full body virtualization, and mental is letting go real fast. The mental has no pull, no comprehension. I'm just like, time's gone. Time's gone. It's just make it. Let it go. We're just rolling. Keeping something playing in the background. Cause gotta have something playing, just let it go. Let it roll. Got my computer up, got my hard drive, gonna watch movies tonight. Put a new propane tank in the buddy heater. Oh, I need to charge this fan. I'm so glad I thought about that. This little freaking fan, this thing is amazing. So amazing. USB micro, got a battery in it. Put it on one setting, it'll run for freaking ever. It runs all night because you fall asleep and then it's still running when you wake up. Because I do that. Because I love this little thing. It just clips on any place. Alright, come on. Gotta push the bottom of the fan and get the plug in there. Alright, it's in. It's charging. I'm about to kill that little 20K. So I am power hungry. Power hungry. Because I'm shooting videos. I'm listening to podcasts. I am running fans. I'm charging anything I can. Everything takes power. This is 2025. This truck was built in 99. It doesn't have a single power port in the backside other than the front. That's 4 truck batteries wired in parallel, so it's 12 volts. It's 4,000 amps or whatever. No, 150 times 4. And that's powering my fridge. My fridge, which takes all kinds of fucking power, and I never eat everything I bring. And then I stopped and got some, more specific stuff as I figured out closer how the trip was going to go. The actual trip itself, not this trip. So I grabbed a pecan pie because I really want some pecan pie. And probably later tonight, I'll end up eating half that pecan pie. I've got tonight, all day tomorrow, and I'm supposed to go home Tuesday. So this is the beginning. I've got enough to keep me going today, tomorrow, and that'll probably be it. I brought enough for 2 days. But that's 2 hardcore days, not 2 let's take the edge off days. Yeah. Got a whole bunch left. It's really early. But we're on dose 2. If I think I need to go into dose 3, that'll probably be around 6. But we'll see how it goes. It's called Pluto. I just listened to a podcast. We'll make sure keeping my head on straight. 2:06. So it's been 1:45. So it's been like 30 minutes. Yeah, and it's 2 starting to kick in. It's topping up heavy. I don't know. I think I'm gonna lose everything, but it'll be alright. I can replace it all. Cause I got plenty of food. I got plenty of Coke. Well, I got Mountain Dews. And I got a lot of hydration. There's a big ass river over there I can go. I got a filter in here somewhere. Yeah. Alright. 2:15. We did it. Process down. First round of vomiting. Made it through. Accomplished. Now, this is where all that hydration we set out beforehand comes in. Start slowly rehydrating with something with no sugar. No sugar. No sugar, no sugar. I recommend Gatorade, 0 sugar. A lot of people like water, but I know I need the electrolytes. Most people still need the electrolytes. Alright. Now, what happens next varies from person to person. Guys, you remember about 45 minutes ago, we took that secondary. That secondary has now pushed everything into overdrive because we've also, in between, topped up with some CBD or marijuana, your choice. You need something that's going to mellow. You got to remember, you're currently on a mix to allow your body to evacuate so that you can talk to God. You have to stay in a positive mindset. You have to stay going on. If you're doing this as a beginner, you need to have some people with you. You need to have somebody there. If this is your first time taking a bunch of psychedelics, you're shooting. Plain and simple. There's no way I'd be able to do this solo without having decades of experience of doing this to myself. Plain and fucking simple. Like, first thing, where are you at? I'm in a location to where I cannot, in my trip, now the motorcycle was going by, during this trip, contact. Because this is nothing like alcohol. Alcohol, you call somebody up, you say some stupid stuff, you might say something weird. You end up talking to somebody later on tonight after you've done third, seeing how your body's feeling, maybe just a topper on the secondary. Like earlier, I thought I had more than I had. Then I went and checked. I ain't got as much as I thought. So tomorrow, when I wake up, I'm gonna have to go find a place to go grab some. But it's all gonna be, so tomorrow will be different. Tomorrow's trip, will be over the counter. It'll be different. I'm right now, not everything's over the counter. But tomorrow, everything will be over the counter. It's a larger quantity. It's harder to keep down because the over counters got so much bullshit in it. But you can get there. But I got my mix. I mixed it up myself. I'm ready to go. At least for the day. Alright. So, I have severe trauma from mainly the military and socialized anxiety from being poor and autistic at the same time. You know, time before they knew what the hell either one of those were. Dirt floor poor was a literal damn thing. But now I'm not like that. The universe and the good Lord have put a real good head on my shoulders and gave me an amazing wife to push me and teach me how to do the things that I never knew. I never knew how to just, entrepreneurship will allow you to have a life. When I worked a job, I never really worked a job. I guess cooking Waffle House kind of was the job, the teenage thing. But I went straight into the service. I did my time. I got bodily injured and got out. And then I had a career where there was actual development and hierarchy, and I went up and up and up. I made it to a director status in telecommunications for one of the big three, and then I was like, okay, I'm done. It was too much stress and pressure on me to allow me to be happy with what I was doing and how my life was progressing, even though that was my late 20s, early 30s. So eventually I retired. I'm done having a career. Well, the company I was working for went bankrupt, fired everybody on a conference call, and never paid anybody. So that's after having that, and I was like, yep, I'm tired of relying on anybody else to ensure that my family has what they need. And my wife was all about it. Like, hey, yeah, start a company, let's do this. And we did. We started one that eventually, well, pretty much immediately changed. I can feel it. That secondary all has hit my bloodstream, and it's too much, so it makes your gut try to evacuate what's not there, which is really interesting. Because you're like, oh, I'm puking, I may puke up the drugs, the stuff I just took, but no. It's already been broken down and absorbed because it's all in the mini capsule. As soon as it hits your stomach acid, it's gone. And once it does that, then it's everywhere. Then it goes straight bloodstream. And you try to vomit it, your body tries to evacuate it. And the evacuation is just the hydration you've been force feeding yourself because you know this is coming. And that's where beginners have no clue. My first couple of times after my initial interaction with the military, when they sent me through the PTSD course, I learned. And they literally wanted to sit there and teach you because they know if this helps you, this will be what you need. There were a couple guys who didn't help at all. They were like, yeah, that was a fun trip, but no. But out of the I don't know, handful, 5, 6 of us, it was okay. My brain works. Whereas before there was just this fog, this haze. And that's what kind of this is. Life has been hazing and beating me down. And you get to that point where, okay, life really needs to take a break. When life, you want to force life to take that break because you know if it continues, you're just going to end up being a bad person, being angry and mean to the people you love. Why not? Why not just go off to a secluded area, possibly with a couple friends and a guy or a guide, and or could be both. One of my guides was a friend, my uncle. Yeah, that's the only people that have guided me. I'm so much of a loner. Even doing this, I quickly learned where the stop points are because I'm very safety minded because of my children. My wife and my kids and my dad now are everything. So I will do everything I can to ensure that I'm the best version of myself, to be the best person that they can look up to. Because this isn't bad. Nothing is truly bad. It's all perspective. Everything in society just fucking sucks. Nobody minds their own damn business. Everybody wants to have input or control over what you do. And doing this, going into meditation, giving up control of myself to the greater benefit of the universe, my wife, the world. I don't give a fuck about the world, but the best versions that I can give of myself to my family. That's what it means to me. The better I am for them, the better version other people get. But I'm going to get down to 0, and then I'm going to pop open a Mountain Dew, because I need to get the taste, and I don't like this taste. It tastes like aspartame. Yeah. Sucrose, isobutyrate. It sounds like they're putting just shit in everything. Oh, here's some chemical we found that could possibly injure somebody. People be creeping by here, motorcycles be tripping, flying by. But I'm gonna go back to my podcast. Randall and Stefan Burns. When he started saying it's like the space weather guys on the Rocks podcast, because he's all about the 13,000 years ago with the comet and all that crap. It's all fun. Alright. Well, I'm in the truck right now because my feet got cold. So I turned on the bud heater and been warming up my feet. Kind of getting ready to start snuggling in here. Temperature's dropping, but I'm back. Body came back probably, let me check time. So, probably about 20 minutes ago. I don't know. I got in here, when my body started really coming back when my feet got cold because it kind of forced it. But, it is what it is. Now, I'm going to let the temperature start dropping. I'm gonna do a topper and just listen to a podcast. I think I'm gonna turn on a movie. That idea has really been running through my head. I don't really know what I'm gonna watch. Probably something I've already seen 500 times. But this has been an intense kind of weekend. It's only been a day. I got a whole day tomorrow to go. I thought I was really low on all the materials, but I think if I take tomorrow and do it kind of like I did today, I'll be great. It is a good day. I shall soon snuggle up, be warm, watch a movie, listen to podcasts, whatever. Just letting my mind be free to take no thought. Take no thought and meditate. Turn on music or podcasts and just not even know what the hell they say. And then it turns off and you realize, shit, it's been an hour. It's been an hour and a half. Yeah. Lose yourself. To die into yourself is to become one with the universe. So let's do that.